I'm
Hi everyone, I'm Abby Fawbush.
Ethan Cuello.
I'm Irene Angeseth.
I'm Jameson Cooper.
I'm Thomas Wilcock. We are Salt Flats Inc.
Ntwrk is a mobile-first video shopping platform that blends entertainment and commerce. It features original daily content hosted by celebrities, musicians, and pop culture figures. It offers exclusive exclusive product launches in partnership with premier brands, and it challenges the traditional definition of a retail and entertainment with its live stream shows, limited time drops, and allowing its customers to buy items directly through the app. Ntwrk is based in LA, and it's developed specifically for Generation Z and millennials, and it gets 90% of its revenue from transactions made on the platform.
In terms of their business model, this app-based concept is all about creating a new media suite spot that melds TV, retail, and bite-sized video broadcast, episode content, celebrity-packed pop culture collisions. It's run by its own channel and platform, meaning it doesn't outsource. It has what it needs to make it seem TV-like, as like a TV station. It includes true native buying and streaming, meaning that those buying the product would be in a one-touch scenario, like Prime or Amazon Pay. You never have to leave the entertainment environment. Now, here's a brush down of the company throughout the 3 years that it's been around. The company was made by Aaron Levant. During the first year, the company privately raised about $10.5 million, 10 by the rap star Drake, and it gained about 5 new investors the following year, including Live Nation Entertainment, Foot Locker, ETA Ventures, Main Street Advisors, and Jimmy Iovine. And Ntwrk employs about 66 people. It has grown 35% from 2019 to 2020, and it just hired about 5% more this year. Annual revenue is about $13.5 million per year, which means that it's doing pretty good compared to what it raised.
As we were looking at the competition that has similar concepts in this market, we found Flight Club, Goat, and StockX. So all of these, as we were looking at their apps, we did think they had a little better, displays. They had search bars, filters. As you can see, they're a little more established on social media and with their revenues. So, and they are a little more specialized within selling apparel and shoes. Whereas Ntwrk, they also sell art, collectibles, live showings, and festivals. And so Ntwrk does have a little bit of advantage on these. However, these have more, they are a little more established.
So here are some larger scale competitors. The difference in these is the target market. The target market is more worldwide than just for like our age and generation. To compare, First Media took about 22 years until they really took off and gained popularity. Cinemedia, also known as NDS, took about 6 years after they made a partnership. And IGN Entertainment took about 4 years until they started bringing in revenue. And that just goes to show you that our company has lots of room for growth since they are only really 2 years in, 1 year growth.
As far as web traffic goes, in the month of January, the website and app together had 31,706 visits in total. And that's down 8% from the month prior, which indicates that there's not steady growth as far as clientele goes. The countries that traffic the site mainly comprise of the U.S., but there are a few other major countries that use the app. As far as web engagement, and this is for all websites, this is traffic globally in 637,000th place. The visit duration, people usually spend about 4 minutes on the website or the app. They only view about 1 to 1.5 pages on average. The bounce rate is 66.5%, meaning people jump on and after only seeing one page, they jump right back off.
So we each downloaded the app to see how easy it is to use, how you shop on it. They have a couple, cool little things. They have exclusive drops. They have live videos of products. You can check out the festivals that they hold. And then you can shop for things such as accessories, art, collectibles, apparel, footwear. And these are also supposed to be exclusive items, which pulls in a market of people looking for these exclusive items. However, we found some disadvantages. They don't have a search or filter, so you can't filter through certain brands or sizes or anything like that. So, it has some improvements that could be made. And we found some complaints on social media that there's some long shipping and lagging of the app. So with the leap of faith hypothesis from the lean startup, with the value creation hypothesis, we think that this really does have a good potential for value. It has a good concept, has a large market. And then for growth, we think there's evidence of growth. As you can see in previous slides, with Japan, there's a 6.52% growth rate and a 35% employee growth rate. And even though they're only based in LA, they're branching out to other countries such as Italy and Brazil. So with their assumption that there's a big enough market for online streetwear shopping, we do think that they can achieve this.
As far as the positive goes, one of the biggest positives of the company is that their biggest investor is Drake, and he's pulled in a lot of clientele as it is. They're ranked number 29 on LinkedIn's top startups in 2020 out of 50. They debuted in the digital era, which we think is going to help them, especially as an app-based company. And we find this to be a great example of think big, start small, that concept from the lean startup.
When it comes to the negatives, they target trendy people. Trends change, people change, and most young people doesn't have that much money to spend. There's lots of complaints regarding delivery time and lagging on the platform. The app doesn't have a search button, which makes the app less user-friendly. There's a huge market of competitors, which can make it harder to grow. And customers has also been overcharged and mischarged for products, which ruin the customer's experience.
Here's a prime example of the positive and negatives we were talking about. These is an example of a customer we reached out to. We try to reach out to numerous amount of customers with no avail. But this gentleman right here is complaining that it takes 3 months for them to ship an item. But this looks like to be an exclusive item, and when he receives it, he is hyped about it.
Some extra information. So I reached out to my grandpa's friend who's a software engineer for this company and basically asked him some questions. He doesn't work for them anymore, but had quite a bit of negatives to say. Lots of internal problems involving crashing, overcharging, and dropping of the new products. Just technical problems that were problems with their business model stemming from that. 66 current employees, but very bad customer service, just like communication within the company and also outside with customers. He did have to say that there's no scam, everything was real, which is really good. And like I said before, just like they would lack products, run out of products quickly, which is thought to be common for startups. And then our recommendation was that Ntwrk would be a good tentative investment. So to go further into depth with that, sales have grown over 300% year to year, which looks like a big number, but from being nothing to something is not that crazy to wrap your mind around. LinkedIn says that they're a top startup, which is really good. They also have a lot of connections with top stars. So this is really good for marketing techniques involving making connections, advertising, reaching our generation via social media. But negatives are that they're very disorganized within the company, involving that the channels are messed up, communication with customers and reaching the customers. It's still a very young company, so 50-50 chance of success. And it's inconsistent with like prices and raffles, specifically a situation with Panda Pigeon where shoes were put out and ran out when people had actually paid for them already. So those are just why we came up with that recommendation. And then here are our references, just where we got our information. Thank you.